Well, what's a guy to do with 2 weather days at home? Well, I tear apart the ski again, with Amy's help, of course. Yeah, it's all a mess in here again. Completely torn off. Everything's off. There were one big issue yesterday was that, and I'm going to switch camera here. So here we go. One issue was that with these collars, I had water coming up between the ski and the collar itself. And it was, especially when I was fully loaded and the collars were riding in the water a little bit more, water was coming up. And especially any kind of a bounce where there's more pressure. And that water would come up right about here and it would shoot up, and it was coming up about this high. And most of it would arc back and kind of fall off the back of the ski, which is fine. Well, it's okay at least. But a bit of it got here where it falls down into the footwell. And so in a matter of 20 minutes, I would get a half inch, maybe even an inch of water in the footwell. Thank goodness I had the speakers out, because I could just put my speakers up on this incline up here. But clearly not something I want to ride with for the next 4 months. So what we did was added a whole bunch more of these bolts along the back trailing edge where it sits in the water the most. Up here, they're every up roughly 6 inches, plus or minus. But back here, we decided, you know what, we're going to start adding just a whole bunch more every couple of inches. And that will hopefully, we did it on both sides, and we did it to Amy's ski. Amy was not experiencing quite the issue as we were, or as I was, but I don't think she had quite as much weight on her ski either. I had about 5 pounds more fuel in the back, and I had the cart all the way in the back, which does not help with the ski being in the water. So that was number one. Number two was kind of an unfortunate thing. Okay, so this antenna here is AIS, Automatic Information System. Basically, I flip a switch up there, turns it on. The box is located here, right there. Pulls battery power. And what that does is it will grab GPS signal, and then it will submit information out to other boats, and it allows the tows, the barges, etc., and any other boater that has an AIS system to see me on their chart plotter. So, and then vice versa, because this one is Class B, transmit and receive, then, excuse me, then I can see them on mine. Well, what I was going to do is I have a tablet, Android tablet running Navionics. It's not here right now, but it sits right here. And so it was my understanding that it would communicate via Bluetooth from the tablet to that device. And then I would be able to see it on my tablet. And then I wouldn't worry about wanting to see it on my Garmin. Unfortunately, it's not Bluetooth. It is a Wi-Fi connection. And because of a Wi-Fi connection, then when I connect to that via Wi-Fi, then the tablet gets confused and it will not receive data. So that means I don't get any text messages, Facebook messages, any of that stuff via my tablet. So ordered the cords and ran a cable from this box all along here up in to the back of this thing, and now I will be able to see all that AIS information on this guy and not have to worry about showing it on my tablet. Yeah, we had some fun last night with the storms that rolled through. You hear that? That's a tornado warning. So what are we supposed to do? I don't know.
I don't know. First one.
First tornado warning. It is over there about 20 miles. We got time. We go downstairs in the basement, blah, blah, blah. I know. Definitely an eerie cloud formation here. Supposed to have some more that run through tonight yet, and then hopefully tomorrow. So today is Monday. Hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday, we drop the skis in the water and we get rolling on down the river. All right, so a quick after the fact edit here. The first two weather days was because mostly south of Omaha, closer to Kansas City, there were 40-mile-an-hour winds just pounding the river. Out of the south, heading north, we would have been going into the waves, well, into the wind, and therefore into the waves that it would have kicked up. And talking to some folks from Kansas City, that yep, there were some white caps on the river. We knew that was not anything we wanted to do. That was the first 2 days. Then the end of the second day, that's when there were some tornado warnings for the Omaha area. And then the next day, the third day, which would have been Tuesday, the day we were hoping to head out, there were tornadoes and all kinds of storms down further south of Omaha, about, we'll just say, a third of the way to Kansas City from Omaha. So, and huge rains that just flooded the river. And that's what we had to deal with, was looking at all the river forecasts for how much, what the flood stage is and how much water's in the river. Is it going up? Is it going down? By how much? And they were forecasting the river to go up 10, 12, 15 feet in a matter of 12, 24 hours, and then peak and come down that same 8, 10, 12, 15 feet over a couple of days, which means overnight the skis are then if the water's coming down, you beach the ski and you think, oh, you're fine. Well, no, the ski is now high and dry. So tons of conversations with Amy of what do we do? Do we stay? Do we go? And so finally, we found our gap. Well, we are finally a go for getting out of Omaha. That's a 3-day weather delay. I had 5 weather days in all of my loop trip. This is crazy. But that's what big storms can do. So we talked about it earlier today, and then we talked about it again just about an hour ago, and it's like, yep, it's going to be good weather getting out of Omaha. Let's go ahead and start making our way south. We're going to catch up to the river, but we'll play that by ear, one day at a time. So here I am, last minute, getting everything put back on the ski, make sure I've got all the things and stuff didn't find its way back into the house or something, but getting ready to pack up and go. So maybe now the real trip begins.